Welcome to a deep dive you won't want to miss, all about the unsung heroes beneath our feet, earthworms. Yeah, we're going beyond fish bait today. Get ready to uncover their hidden superpowers and why a thriving earthworm population is something everyone should care about. Even if you're not an avid gardener, trust me, this deep dive is for you. We're digging into two research papers bursting with insights. Earthworms 2.pdf dives deep into their ecological importance, and Earthworms.pdf unearths some mind-blowing facts and practical tips on how we can give these little guys a much-needed boost. So picture this. A thriving earthworm population is like having a whole team of tiny gardeners working tirelessly beneath their feet, churning out natural fertilizer, transforming the soil. It's incredible. And Earthworms 2.pdf paints this vivid picture of the bustling world happening right under our noses, or should I say our shoes. Did you know there are different types of earthworms, each with its own unique job to do? It's true. We've got our litter dwellers working hard up top. Then we've got the soil dwellers taking care of business in those middle layers. And deep, deep down, we've got our deep burrowers creating this incredible network of tunnels. It really is like a whole city down there. And here's where it gets even cooler. All those tunnels act like little air channels, aerating the soil and allowing roots to reach further down. And if that wasn't enough, they leave behind these little presents, their castings. Now, before you make a face, remember we're talking about worm poop here. But the amazing thing is, Earthworms2.pdf points out that these castings are pure gold for your garden. We're talking 5 times the nitrogen, 7 times the phosphorus, and get this, 11 times the potassium compared to regular soil. It's like nature's slow-release fertilizer, all thanks to these little composting champs.
It never ceases to amaze me how these seemingly insignificant creatures and their poop contribute to so many essential soil functions. I mean, we often take it for granted, but decomposition, nutrient cycling, water infiltration, earthworms are the unsung heroes orchestrating it all. And when you think about it, healthy soil is the foundation for healthy plant growth. That impacts everything, the quality of our food, how our planet deals with the challenges of climate change. It's all connected. Healthier soil means more nutritious food for us, better water retention, and with the increasing threat of droughts, that's more crucial than ever. And let's not forget, it even means cleaner air. It's incredible the domino effect these little creatures have.
It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? We need to pay more attention to what's happening beneath our feet, that's for sure. Speaking of which, earthworms.pdf unearthed some truly mind-blowing facts about earthworms. Buckle up for this. Did you know these guys can live for up to 10 years? 10 years, that's practically ancient in the worm world. And that's not all. They can eat up to 30 times their own body weight every single day. Can you imagine putting away that much food?
It's true, it's an incredible feat. And all that eating and digging translates into significant benefits for the soil. They're like an army of tiny tillers, constantly churning the soil, improving its structure, distributing nutrients far and wide. They're amazing. And those deep burrowers we talked about earlier, their ability to navigate dense soil is crucial. Those tunnels they create act like miniature wells, allowing rainwater to penetrate deep down. Instead of just running off the surface, it seeps into the ground, which is vital in preventing erosion. And of course, it ensures the soil can really soak up and hold on to all that precious moisture. And because they can live for so long, those burrows can last for years, creating long-lasting improvements to the soil structure.
Wow, so each type of earthworm, the litter dwellers, the soil dwellers, and those impressive deep burrowers are all working together, playing their part in this amazing underground ecosystem. But here's the catch, and it's something earthworms.pdf really brought to light. Those populations are declining in many areas, and that's a major concern. We'll unpack why that is and what we can do about it when we return.
Welcome back to our Earthworm Deep Dive. Last time we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. We've discovered just how vital these wriggly creatures are for healthy soil. But unfortunately, their populations are declining in many areas.
It's a trend we need to reverse, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So let's dig into why this is happening.
Well, earthworms.pdf points the finger at some of our modern agricultural practices.
Oh, you mean like those large-scale farming methods? Exactly. Things like tilling, widespread pesticide use, and relying on synthetic fertilizers, those can all have some pretty detrimental effects on earthworm populations.
That makes sense. It's like we're disrupting the natural balance they need to thrive.
Precisely. Take tilling, for example. Imagine someone coming along and just shaking up your home, turning it upside down. That's essentially what tilling does to an earthworm's world.
It disrupts their burrows, exposes them to predators, and who knows what else.
Exactly. And then you add in pesticides and synthetic fertilizers.
It's like a double whammy.
Exactly. While they might be targeting specific pests or aiming for a quick nutrient boost, they often have much wider impacts on the delicate soil ecosystem.
And that includes harming our little earthworm friends.
Unfortunately, yes. And the real issue is that these practices can harm the overall health of the soil in the long run. And as we discussed earlier, that has huge implications for everything from the quality of our food to how our planet can cope with the challenges of climate change.
It's like we're trying to fix one problem but creating a whole bunch of others in the process.
It's a classic case of unintended consequences, for sure.
So what can we do about it? Because I'm guessing there are ways to farm and garden that don't involve decimating earthworm populations.
Absolutely. And thankfully, Earthworms.pdf lays out some practical alternatives that can help us reverse this trend and give earthworms a much-needed boost.
Okay, let's hear it. What can we do?
Well, first up is no-till gardening. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but honestly, I'm not sure I fully understand it. It's actually quite simple. Essentially, instead of tilling or digging up the soil, you're adding organic matter on top, things like compost or manure.
Ah, so you're working with the soil, not against it.
Exactly. And it's much closer to how nature works. Think of a forest floor. You don't see anyone out there tilling the soil, right?
Sure.
Nature has its own way of building healthy soil. It's all about decomposition and nutrient cycling. And guess what? Earthworms are the masters of that process.
So by not tilling, we're basically creating a haven for them to do their thing.
Precisely. And on top of no-till, Earthworms.pdf also highlights the benefits of cover crops.
Cover crops.
Yes, these are plants that are grown specifically to benefit the soil, not for harvesting. Particularly legumes, things like clover or alfalfa, are fantastic.
Why legumes specifically? Well, they have this unique ability to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere, which then gets added to the soil as they decompose.
Ah, so they're like little fertilizer factories.
In a way, yes. Plus, they help suppress weeds, prevent erosion, and provide even more food and shelter for our earthworm friends.
It's like giving them a feast and a cozy blanket all at the same time.
Precisely.
No.
And speaking of giving those earthworms a helping hand, Earthworms.pdf also recommends crop rotation, particularly when it includes legumes.
So not planting the same thing in the same spot year after year.
Exactly.
It makes sense, keeps the soil guessing, disrupts pest cycles, all that good stuff.
Exactly. And of course, it provides a more diverse diet for our earthworm friends.
It really does sound like we need to think of our gardens and farms more like interconnected ecosystems, not just separate plots of land to extract food from.
Exactly. And the best part is, you don't need acres of land to make a difference. Even if you only have a small balcony or a tiny backyard, there are still things you can do to support your local earthworm population.
Oh, I love that. Everyone can play a role, no matter how much space they have. We'll explore those small space solutions when we return for the final part of our deep dive.
Welcome back to the final part of our earthworm deep dive. We've uncovered a lot about these amazing creatures and how even though we might not always see them, they're hard at work beneath our feet, playing a crucial role in keeping our soil healthy. But as we've discovered, some of our modern farming practices aren't exactly earthworm friendly. So let's shift gears now and explore how we can all become earthworm allies, even those of us with limited space. I think that's what's so exciting about this. It's not just about those with sprawling farms or massive gardens. We can all play a part in supporting these underground superheroes.
Exactly. Because healthy soil is important for everyone. So let's say you're living that apartment life. Any tips for creating a little earthworm sanctuary, even without a backyard?
Absolutely. Earthworms.pdf suggests something as simple as starting a compost bin.
Ah, composting, a classic.
It's a win-win, really. You're reducing your kitchen waste and creating this nutrient-rich gold mine that earthworms absolutely adore.
Right. And then those castings, that beautiful worm poop that goes right back into your potted plants, right?
Exactly. You're creating this closed-loop system, this mini ecosystem right there on your balcony.
I love that.
And the benefits extend beyond just having healthier plants. Composting also helps reduce the amount of organic waste ending up in landfills.
Which is a huge problem.
It is. And when that organic waste decomposes in landfills, it releases methane, a potent greenhouse gas.
So by composting, we're reducing those harmful emissions. It's amazing how these things connect.
It really is. It highlights how even small actions, like starting a compost bin, can contribute to a healthier planet.
It's not just about the earthworms themselves, it's about recognizing that interconnectedness. Everything we do impacts the environment in some way.
Exactly. And when we support earthworms, we're supporting so much more than just these little creatures. We're safeguarding soil health, protecting biodiversity, and ensuring a more sustainable future for all of us.
It's about shifting our perspective, realizing we're not separate from nature but a part of it.
Precisely. It makes you wonder, what would those earthworms tell us if they could talk?
Oh, I like that.
What wisdom would they share about the state of our planet, about the importance of balance and interconnectedness?
It's a powerful thought to end on. And as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of earthworms, I'm left feeling hopeful. Hopeful and also incredibly grateful for these tiny creatures working tirelessly beneath our feet. They might be small, but they play a vital role in creating a healthier, more sustainable world. So, next time you're out in your garden or even just tending to your houseplants, take a moment to appreciate the silent work of earthworms. Consider implementing some of the tips we've discussed today, no matter how small. Every little bit counts. Because when we support earthworms, we're not just enriching our soil, we're investing in a healthier planet for everyone.